and welcome again to Hot Springs Village, Inside Out, the radio edition. I'm your host, Dennis Simpson, from the beautiful shores of Lake DeSoto in Hot Springs Village, Arkansas. Thanks for joining us again this weekend morning. It's 10 a.m. and time for a lot of fun. We're going to kick it off with some fun. We're going to have Mr. Kevin Edwards, who is from Patriots Appliance Repair, with us this week. He's had a lot of slashes behind his name: U.S. Marine, electrician, electronic signal tech for Union Pacific, and he's now the owner of Patriots Appliance Repair. And Kevin will tell you in no unsimple terms,
that's what we're here for. We fix what other people sell you.
But first, Mr. Michael McDonald, Yamo be there, and that is God will always be there. Love this song. Hope you enjoy it. There's always been a discussion if the village is a resort or a retirement community or, I don't know, just paradise on earth. I'll take the latter. My good friend, Mr. Randy Cantrell, who is the podcast partner with me for Hot Springs Village Inside Out, filled in for me a few weeks ago, and okay, he didn't end with the song I always want to end with, but he had a really good song. And I think we need to hear it again. We're going to be with Mr. Van Morrison. That's right, Van Morrison from Brown Eyed Girl, all those great ones. This is from the movie Michael, which wasn't that great a movie that nobody talked about, but I think we do. I think we need to hear a little more from the bright side of the road. Mr. Van Morrison.
Sometimes I don't know why. At times seem to go by so fast. In the twinkling of an eye. Let's enjoy it while we can.
Let's enjoy it while we can.
Help me share my load.
Help me share my load.
From the dark and lonely street to the bright side of the road. Cricket!
Dennis Simpson, Hot Springs Village again, and today, Mr. Kevin. Kevin, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Appreciate you having us.
I tell you what, the reason I wanted to have you is because when there are things that you need occasionally, but when you need them, you really need them. Mr. Kevin, I think you're one of those guys.
Well, that's what we're here for. We fix what other people sell you.
Kevin has Patriot Appliance Repair. Kevin, how did you get into this business?
I after the Marine Corps, I got into electric work. and became an electrician. And then after that, moved on to Union Pacific Railroad, did 13 and a half years there, quit there as an electronic signal tech supervisor, and got remarried. And my wife said that she wanted me home. So we discussed what we could do at home, and electrical is what I know. And I started helping a buddy of mine out several years ago, part-time, fixing appliances. And so just realized I could do it on my own, and started my own business. And first full-time year in business, we got first place at the Hot Springs Village Voice, the best of the best. And it's just what I know and what I'm good at. So just took off with it.
Because you're a Bob.
I am a Bob.
He's a Bob. Those of you that don't know, and I wouldn't have been a Bob had I not been invited, but I was the presenter for the Village Voice Awards, which was a whole lot of fun, wasn't it, Kevin?
It was a blast. We enjoyed it. We loved every second of it. It was great.
It was absolutely, the audience was into it. It was a lot of fun. Apparently I was extroverted, which who knew, right? I didn't know that was going to happen. But the reason I bring that up is because I mentioned to everybody that was there, and show you how this works real quick. First, you have basically a voting period where you appoint people or you suggest people to be in the Village Voice Best of. And then from those, there's 2 or 3 people that you vote from. Over 60,000 votes were cast. And the people that were there at that meeting or at that award show were the Bob, the best of the best. And Kevin, that included you. You were voted number 1. Apparently people like your work. What breaks that you can fix? What can I get fixed, Word?
We do any and every appliance. We work on everything: microwaves, ovens, ranges, cooktops, drop-in. We work on electric and gas. We work on washers and dryers. We work on refrigerators. We work on standalone ice machines. We also have several commercial accounts in the village as well. We do a lot of work for the Beehive. Love Miss Tamara and her husband.
Oh, aren't they great people?
Outstanding job. They have taken that place and run with it. The food is outstanding. Kind of bird walking on helping somebody.
No, I agree.
But we work on all appliances.
Yeah, they're customers of ours and members of the podcast. They're great people, wonderful people.
Awesome.
The reason I bring that up, and I don't know why, I was going to say standalone ice makers and all that kind of stuff. So basically, household appliances of sorts. What would you say to the comment? And I've just heard it. I think maybe I've said it, having 4 Airbnbs, that they're making things just disposable these days. Kevin, is that true?
It depends on the part that breaks. It depends on the part that goes wrong. It also depends on the age of the appliance. We are warranted with GE. That's my company and my brand that I sell personally. Mm-hmm. I'm working on getting on with several other brands. They're making it tougher and tougher for us to do. They're actually wanting us to start to pay for it, which I don't mind. Anything I can do to help my clients and customers out and whatnot, but it's just taking a little bit longer. And with as busy as we are and low on help, it's just something that's going to be a work in progress. But as far as the appliance being a throwaway appliance, for example, with Kenmore refrigerators from 2013 and newer, if a compressor goes out, we have to replace the motherboard as well, and we have to program it. So therefore, when you get to that with the compressor, if it's not under warranty, right, your compressor, your motherboard, the labor to do all of the sweating it in and everything, the testing, the Freon, the whole 9 yards, you're looking at probably $1,200 to $1,500. So
good stars.
In that sense, yes, it is cheaper to go buy you a new refrigerator with a 10-year warranty on it, because that is your biggest expense as a compressor change out and all that. We've worked on several refrigerators that we've had some problems with that ended up that would have been more, but it really depends on the appliance. Mm-hmm. Normally our appliances anywhere from $175 to $350 is usually about the norm for fixing one. Then you got to look at going through the motions of replacing. getting the old one out, putting the new one in, finding delivery, all that stuff, which we do all that. We offer all of those services. I get a lot of calls all the time about, hey, I bought something from Lowe's. They don't know when they're going to be able to deliver it. What's your service fee to go get it? Well, we have $100 flat service fee to go and pick up from Lowe's, deliver. If you need us to haul away your old one, we will. So we offer multiple services.
Well, I'll tell you what's going through my mind here is that, excuse me, when you need it, if you know what I mean. So what's the usual turnaround time? How's that working?
It's usually about a day or two at the most.
Really?
A lot of your LGs and your Samsungs, those are all factory order parts. So those take a little bit longer, and I usually order them offline myself through multiple vendors that we have online. We have about 8 websites online that we do. I recently did some work for our county coroner, and his board that was in his KitchenAid big range that he has, I wasn't able to find one.
Really?
I don't purchase any of my parts off of eBay because of warranty reasons. I've got to stand behind that, put my name and my business behind it. So I'm not going to purchase something. A, I'm not going to put used parts in any of your appliances. And B, I'm not going to stand behind something that I'm not going to be able to warranty or get a replacement part for if there's a problem. So we have an awesome company called Circuit Board Medic that you actually send in your board. They have a team that repairs that actual board and ships it back to you, and then you install it, and they have a turnaround time of about 3 days. So,
what happened to the good old days when you just it just worked, or you didn't have a circuit board or a motherboard? And the reason why, as an IT tech for 31 years, the reason you have a motherboard is because there's probably a daughter board on the motherboard that you have to glue into everything else, right?
There most certainly is. I'm finding more and more, especially in the dishwashers and even in your washers and dryers that have UI boards that go along with MCU boards down in the bottom, and it's just it's getting pretty wild. So it's just something that we learn and we do continuing education on. And
really,
drink at me. Hell, I was up to nothing, just sitting home alone. Yeah, I was gonna cash it in, about to put down my phone, and I had a message waiting. Them boys won't let me sleep, so I told them I would meet them out and just have one drink. But the drink had me calling you up, talking all crazy, talking about us, and catching a ride over to your room and keeping your roommates up past 2. The drink had me wanting one more, wanting to forget what we broke up for, and doing that makeup wake up thing. I just went in there to have one drink, but the drink had me. Next morning came too early, heart pounding in my head, and it took me just a second to realize I know this bed, and it ain't where I belong. But you got my t-shirt on, I blame the alcohol. No, it ain't my fault. The drink had me calling you up, talking all crazy, talking about us, and catching a ride over to your room and keeping your roommates up past 2. The drink had me wanting one more, wanting to forget what we broke up for, and doing that makeup wake up thing. I just went in there to have one drink, but the drink had me. It never works out the way I think. I just went in there to have one drink, but the drink had me. Yeah, I said the drink had me. Yeah, the drink had me calling you up, talking all crazy, talking about us, and catching a ride over to your room, keeping your roommates up past 2. The drink had me wanting one more, wanting to forget what we broke up for, and doing that makeup wake up thing. I went in there to have one drink, but the drink had me. Yeah, the drink had me. Yeah, the drink had me.
You know, one of the reasons you probably listen to KVRE radio is because we play the music that has great memories. It triggers a feeling, a response. You know what? Puckett Pressure Washing and Window Service. They trigger that response in me, and I'm not trying to be funny. These are some 20-something kids that know how to work hard. They're great guys. They had an ad on Facebook. I clicked on the ad. I asked how much that would cost to come and clean our windows at our house. Now, we have a lakefront house. Insert spiders and bugs and spider webs everywhere on the back windows near the lake. And we have 2 stories of windows. So I was thinking, this could be a lot of money. They came by. It didn't even bother me. I didn't even know they had been here. Walked around the house, said we'll charge $191 with tax to do the inside and the outside, the second story windows and everything. I about fell out of my chair. I thought, come on, well, let's see how these guys do. They showed up on time, dressed professionally. They brought professional equipment. They walked in, assessed the situation. One of them went to the inside, one of them went to the outside, and they busted there for the next 3 hours. And my windows look crystal clear. I could not be happier. And as they say, it's easy to help advertise for somebody who you believe in and to endorse somebody you believe in. If you remember what it was like to be in your 20s and be a hardworking person and you knew you were busting your were doing the right thing for the right reason, you need to call these guys. Puckett Pressure Washing and Windows at 501-545-5540. That's 501-545-5540. I cannot give you a more ringing endorsement. I'll be frank about it. I went back, looked at my budget, and thought, I have these windows done once a year. I probably should do it more often. I looked at this and went, man, I could do this twice a year, maybe 3 times a year. They showed up and we started talking, and they mentioned that they had just gotten through doing the Anthony Chapel at Garvin Gardens. The glass cathedral. Yeah. These guys are the best, honestly. Well, after I looked at my budget, I realized, it says they do pressure washing too. They pressure washed and did all the windows on a 2-story house on the lake. That means lots of bugs, for around $500. You say, well, Dennis, that's a lot of money. Try doing it yourself. There is no way you could do that. Puckett's Pressure Washing and Window Cleaning, 501-545-5540. That's Brandon. Or pressurewashinghot.springs.com. That's pressurewashinghot.springs.com. As I mentioned, easiest way to find them is Puckett's Pressure Washing on Facebook. Like them, follow them. Fantastic guys. You will not regret it. You will get your money's worth. Actually, I guess you could say the results are crystal clear.
Turning all day when they see you with me.
I'm thinking everybody
D&D Village Properties offers only lakefront homes in beautiful Hot Springs Village. Just looking for a couple's getaway or a whole family with lots of room and fun for the kids? All D&D Village property units are located on Lake DeSoto and come with hot tub, kayaks, lakefront view, access, and they're all pet friendly. Starting at $100 a night, D&D Village properties can offer exceptional sunsets along the lake with breathtaking scenery, amazingly dark skies, and truly peaceful silence to completely relax you and your family. Our motto at D&D Village Properties is we love seeing families make great memories. Come join us and see why. With over 1,650 five-star reviews, you'll see why we have so many great guests return year after year. Visit ddvillageprop.com for booking information and any questions you may have. Again, that's ddvillageprop.com. We are D&D Village Properties.
That was Lady Antebellum just a little earlier. And now, Miss Taylor Swift. You know, I've never heard a song. She's written a lot of great songs. Look, I respect the girl. I like her. I think she's a lovely lady, does a fantastic job, incredibly talented. But the song I've never heard her sing yet is, Hey, maybe it's me. No, anyway, that's just my joke. But she's about to tell us how we are never, ever, 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 ever getting back together. I think I like that song. Miss Taylor Swift.
I remember when we broke up the first time, saying this is it, I've had enough. Cause like we hadn't seen each other in a month. When you said you needed space. What? Then you come around again and say, baby, I miss you and I swear I'm gonna change. Trust me, remember how that lasted for a day. I say I hate you, we break up, you call me, I love you. Ooh, we called it off again last night. But this time I'm telling you, we are never, ever, ever getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. You go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me. But we are never, ever, ever, ever getting back together. Like, ever. I'm really gonna miss you picking fights, and me falling for it, screaming that I'm right. And you would hide away and find your peace of mind with some indie record that's much cooler than mine. Ooh, you called me up again tonight. But this time I'm telling you, we are never, ever, ever getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. You go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me. But we are never, ever, ever, ever getting back together. I used to think that we were forever, ever, and I used to say, never say never. So he calls me up and he's like, I still love you. And I'm like, I mean, this is exhausting, you know? Like, we're never getting back together. Like, ever. No! We are never, ever, ever getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. You go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me. But we are never, ever, ever, ever getting back together. Getting back together. We getting back together. You talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me. Talk to me. Are never, ever, ever, ever getting back together.
If I'm not mistaken, a couple of times she actually said ever. And I think she means it. I think when you say it like 7 or 8 times, ever really Okay, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, a lot of fun. Hot Springs Village Inside Out, the radio edition from the beautiful shores of Lake DeSoto in Hot Springs Village on a weekend morning. It's about 10:31. It is a pleasure to have you here, and it is a delight to be here in the village with you, enjoying God's beautiful creation and this wonderful music. Think we're going to have a great time? Let's get back to it.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone.
Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb, and there are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last till the end of time.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone.
Lord, we don't need another meadow.
There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow.
There are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine. Oh, listen, Lord, if you wanna know
What the world needs now
Right about now
is love,
we need love,
sweet love.
sweet love.
it's the only thing
Oh, my,
just too little.
Too little of
what the
needs now
needs right now
is love, sweet love.
Sweet love.
No, not just for some, oh, but just for
Just for everyone.
everyone.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
what the world needs now is love, sweet, 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 sweet love. What the world needs right about now is love, sweet love.
The world needs now is love, sweet love.
Got a lot of things,
The
but
world
is
needs
what we
now
need
is love, sweet love. What the world needs now
What the world needs right
is
now.
love, love.
Sweet love.
It's the only thing.
Just a little bit too little. One
What the
love.
world
What the world
needs now
needs right
recently we've been losing some of the greats. We've had some deaths that are tragically sad. In the last few years, we've had B.J. Thomas pass away. We've had B.B. King. We've had just some of the forevers. And I've been thinking more and more about the people that we have their last few days with us. Stevie Wonder, if you look back and Songs in the Key of Life, one of the most amazing albums you will ever hear in your life. Simply astonishing. And we see Stevie, I know he's, in retirement and passing, but fantastic. But I tell you what, this particular song reminds me that Mr. Burt Bacharach will not be around forever and is a fantastic singer-producer. He had Martina McBride, Rod Stewart on this song, What the World Needs Now. I can't say it more plainly. What a wonderful song. And this is what the world needs now. It's more love. Back to the music very shortly.
Business owner, do you have a 10-year-old phone system? Well, let us tell you about Total Telco, the local Hot Springs Village telephone provider. Hate working with a multinational corporation that really doesn't care if you use them or not? Who have one plan and it's designed to wrestle as much money out of your pocket as possible for as long as possible? Total Telco has great news. We offer free new phones. You heard that right. New color, HD quality, caller ID, voicemail, call forwarding, conferencing phones that sound great, 99.9% uptime that'll make you sound great to your clients for free. With a savings that you'll receive from signing up with Total Telco today, you can pay for completely new phones that'll make your life so much easier. Total Telco uses state-of-the-art cloud-based systems to make sure you never miss a call, even if your power is out. Our state-of-the-art cloud-based system will record your message and send you an email message of that missed call with the power out. Great prices, amazing quality, superior service. Total Telco of Arkansas. Reach us at 501-350-0227. Let us show you why the Beehive, Christ of the Hills Church, Woodlands Presbyterian, Granada Mexican Grill, Village Chiropractic, and over 300 locations are Total Telco customers. Again, call us today. It's Total Telco of Arkansas, 501-350-0227. Again, it's 501-350-0227. We are Total Telco of Arkansas.
1, 2, 3, go.
Woke up this morning, fell out of bed, gotta get myself a-going, got a full day ahead. Still a little foggy, but the plan is clear. So I stumbled to the kitchen and I got me a beer. You can't drink all day. 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 You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. Out the door, down the street, I meet the crew for a brew at the bar on the beach. Trying to pace myself, don't wanna be too soon. But now we're doing shots and it ain't even noon. You can't drink all day. 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 You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. Keep them cold ones coming all afternoon. We won't stop popping them tops till we howl at the moon. Yeah, I got time for it. How about you? All right, now I know what you're thinking. You're gonna kill yourself, but they say don't do nothing unless you do it well. So now it's last call, but it wouldn't have to end, 'cause when the sun comes up, we're gonna do it again. You can't drink all day. 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 You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. Oh, you can't drink all day. 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 You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. Yeah, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. Yeah, I guess we better get started.
Mr. Donnie Brewer telling us that you can't drink all day unless you start in the morning, which, I mean, there's your logic right there. And I tell you what, next coming up is one of Mr. Donnie Brewer's friends who he's been on a couple of songs with. Now, these guys do what is called trop rock. And if you'll remember just a moment ago, I said that we had lost some great names, Jimmy Buffett being one of those. Some of these people I kind of expect to pass away, but boy, Jimmy Buffett, I thought he was still kicking and going to be around for quite a while. I don't know if you know, Mr. Toby Keith has a very serious stomach cancer, and this is a big old boy. He was a oil worker in the oil fields of Oklahoma, 6'6", 250 pounds, massive. He's lost a lot of weight. He's not doing so well. You remember him in your prayers if you would. But the reason I bring up Mr. Brent Burns, to me is a classic. He was here a year or so ago. He's got a song called Vacation Probation because he lives down on the Gulf, and a lot of people get in trouble when they go on vacation. Imagine that. One of his songs is I've Got a Beach in My Backyard. Yeah, he sang Easy Day with Donnie Brewer, and that was Mr. Brent Burns. The Big Boat, Little Johnson, leave you to your own interpretations there. If it's snowbird season, why can't we shoot them? That is one of his songs, and one of my favorites, Living the Life Jimmy Buffett only wrote about. Now, we'll play that in a couple of weeks, but for now, this one goes out to Dodie Kinney. It's about 10:45. Dodie, this one's for you and all your estate sale friends, you Renaissance people too. Love y'all all. This is Dead People's Clothes and Dead People's Shoes by Brent Burns. Listen closely, estate sale people. You're going to love it.
I volunteer down at the local thrift store 3 times a week. We got a whole lot of real cool stuff, and it's pretty darn cheap. I used to go to Wally World for all my clothing needs. Now I shop where I work, and the prices are hard to beat. I'm wearing dead people's clothes, dead people's shoes. They leave a lot of real cool stuff for us. That's just what they do. Got a real nice set of golf clubs some dude barely used. Dead people's clothes, dead people's shoes. Florida's a place a lot of folks come to retire before they die. They have a lot of fun, then they're done, and leave a lot of things behind. He brought everything from Ohio, now it's plain to see. His body's going back to Cleveland, but the clubs are staying with me. I'm sporting dead people's clothes, dead people's shoes. Got a white tie and a paisley shirt, a bright green leisure suit, western hat, feather in the back, urban cowboy boots. Dead people's clothes, dead people's shoes. Hey, look, Margaret, those Argyle socks, nice. Who gets what, then Goodwill comes with a big old truck. clothes, dead people's shoes. If you want to find repurpose in life, leave some cool stuff too. And if those clubs make another round, I'll be happy if they do. I hope someone's wearing my flowered shirts, my flip-flops too. Dead people's clothes, dead people's shoes. Hey, what size are those wingtip shoes? Oh, those embroidered hankies. Is that a bee on there? Let me have those.
That's right. Mr. Brent Barnes. His body's going back to Cleveland, but the clubs are staying with me. That is for all of my estate sale people, Miss Doty, the Renaissance people, all you estate sale people, love you, appreciate what you do. And, you know, I love Doty. How do I say it? She has a tough job, a very tough job, no exaggeration. People wanting to haggle and get things for nickels or not even nickel and diamond, they're pennying people. And I understand, I get both sides of that story. But I do know that Miss Doty's perspective, I've been here for about 11 years. Better part of that time, Doty Kinney has been running Treasures and Teapots estate sales, works with Miss Karen, one of our good friends. And I get it. And I mean that. I really get it. There is nothing like an estate sale to remind you that possessions are just, and I'm going to use the exact word that she says, stuff. And she means it. It's just stuff. It's stuff. I'll take a segue here just to tell you, one of the times Diane and I were at an estate sale over on Malaga on the west end, northwest part of the village. And, you know, the things that I would think are precious and valuable, you know, bowling trophies, golf tour trophies, all those things, they're a nickel. They're $1. The things that meant so much to you in your life, they don't mean that much to anybody else. They really don't. The complete embodiment of that was a set of dress browns. Now, you know, some of the military has dress blues. This was an Army gentleman, and he was in World War II, and he had passed away, and he had his dress browns were for sale, and I think they were $25 or $35 for a complete set of military dress browns, and they were an incredibly nice suit of clothes. And there was a picture of him shaking hands with Eisenhower on a boat in Japan. And his family did not want the pictures. They didn't matter to them. Doty said that the family just came in, took some furnitures and things, and just left. They didn't want it. So the things that would have been the highlight of your life, maybe nobody else wants. It was sad. I didn't want to buy the military browns. I had no purpose or use for them. But if it was my father or even my grandfather, for me, that would have meant a lot, and I probably would have gotten that. Speaking of fathers and parents and things that people that we do things for, Mr. Alan Jackson in 2006 recorded an album of classic, and I mean classic hymns. Great, great, great songs. We're going to play one of those here in a minute, and I want to remind you, if you're a baritone singer or you have a big bass voice like somebody you're listening to now, you know, these are the kind of songs that you just, oh my goodness, they're classics. They're just classics. Turn your eyes upon Jesus. Look full in his wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of his glory and grace. They're not making songs like that anymore. I promise. No, we're talking about the dear, dear, dear doth panteth, panteth, panteth for the water, water, water. It's ridiculous. Mr. Alan Jackson, trust me, we will be playing more of these hymns very shortly. You just can't get around. These are just classics. This is before they even projected the words on the wall. Remember that? And we had hymnals? Yeah.
Oh, soul, are you weary and troubled? No light in the darkness you see. There's light for a look at the Savior, and life more abundant and free. Turn your eyes upon Jesus. Look full in his wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of his glory and grace. Through death into life everlasting, he passed and we follow him there. Over us sin no more hath dominion, for more than conquerors we are. And turn your eyes upon Jesus. Look full in his wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of his glory and grace. His word shall not fail you, he promised. Believe him and all will be well. Then go to a world that is dying, his perfect salvation to tell. And turn your eyes upon Jesus. Look full in his wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of his glory and grace. And the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of his glory and grace.
Sometimes there just are no more words. That was Mr. Alan Jackson, Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus. If you think that the Christian gospel is a gospel of prosperity, that it all works out fine and it all has Hollywood endings, you would be mistaken. This song was written by Miss Helen Limmel. Miss Limmel moved to the United States around the age of 12, and she had great musical ability. She went to Germany for 4 years to have musical training, met her husband, and after a few years was struck down by a blindness, at which her husband left her. He was, quote, refusing to attend a blind wife. Suddenly, as if commanded to stop and listen, I stood still. Singing with my soul and spirit was the chorus. Not one conscious moment of putting the word to take to rhyme or note to take the melody. These verses were written in the same week. She said she literally saw a heavenly vision. That's actually the name of this song, is Heavenly Vision. We call it Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus. But without that piece of the story, it's kind of hard to know how really powerful and beautiful that song is. Hot Springs Village Inside Out, we're coming up to that time. It's the end of the hour. As my lovely wife says, it just goes way too fast. Thank you. Thank you for joining us here on Hot Springs Village Inside Out. Thank you for listening. Thank you for making us the #1 podcast wildly beyond anything we could have thought. And thank you. Thank you. I hope that you have somebody in your life and a reason and a purpose and a goal for one more day with you. See you next week.
Last night I had a crazy dream. Wish was granted just for me. It could be for anything. I didn't ask for money or a mansion in Malibu. I simply wished for one more day with you. One more day, one more time, one more sunset, maybe I'd be satisfied. But then again, I know what it would do. Leave me wishing still for one more day with you. One more day. First thing I do is pray for time to crawl. I'd unplug the telephone, keep the TV off. I'd hold you every second, say a million I love yous. That's what I do with one more day with you. One more day, one more time, one more sunset, maybe I'd be satisfied. But then again, I know what it would do. Leave me wishing still for one more day with you. One more day, one more time, one more sunset, maybe I'd be satisfied. But then again, I know what it would do. Leave me wishing still for one more day. Leave me wishing still for one more day. Leave me wishing still for one more day with you.